podcast recorded, but
no, that doesn't matter. It's fine. We're here.
So we're gonna start off. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Fourth Wall podcast. I'm your host Samuel. Today I have a special guest with me. Okay, I don't even have the authority to introduce myself.
Oh my god!
I don't have the authority to introduce myself to herself. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then we could get going from there. All right, Lois, the floor is yours.
Hi, Sam and audience. My name is Lois. I am a personal trainer and a fitness and health influencer.
The best one.
You know, like I don't like to brag, but
it is what it is.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong either. So
it's fair.
I'm also a York University kinesiology and health science graduate.
And you graduated recently, right?
Like a month ago. Recently, yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's me. You know,
that's all you got. It's so much.
You want more? Okay.
I want the whole list.
You want the hops down?
I want the whole list.
I do all. You're right.
This is amazing, man, guys. Come on.
Yeah, what am I gonna say now? Okay, I also minored in psychology. That's something, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Obviously, I'm also a woman of faith. My relationship with God is really important to me. I'm a Christian.
Right.
Yeah, like I like to watch a lot of videos. I love to learn. You know, I would love to further my education.
Right.
You know, I like everything. I'm very open to learning things. So
right.
Yeah.
First question is, being a business owner, owning the whole entire fitness. How did you get into it?
She's fitness, you know.
Yeah, please everybody follow and
just saying.
sign up because we all know we need the gym right now. So go ahead. How did you get into it, and how did you even get the idea to start fitness?
Yeah. When I was in grade 11, grade 10. No. Okay. Summer of grade 9 or grade 10. I don't remember actually. I started to just go to the gym just because I was like, whatever. Like
randomly?
I was like, I felt like I was too big and I wanted to get smaller.
Okay.
I wanted a thigh gap. You know, like the girls had thigh gaps. The girls had thigh gaps. And I was rubbing. So I wanted thigh gaps. So I'm like, okay. I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat little, and I'm gonna get a thigh gap.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I actually kind of like this. You know, it's kind of fun.
The gym?
Yeah, like I actually enjoyed it. So I'm like, okay, let me just keep doing this. And then I think that's following semester when school opened. I took fitness in school. Okay. And my teacher made a comment to me. She said how I'd be a great personal trainer. Well, I took it as, I don't even know what that is, but thanks. But like, a few months later, I'm like, maybe I should look into this. I looked into it. I'm like, oh, it's interesting. But I didn't I was still in school. I was still in high school, so I didn't pursue it any further.
Right.
So the summer of my first year of university, I took my course, my CanFit personal training certification course. Summer first year.
I don't even know what that is, but right.
It's a certification course to be a certified trainer. That was the first test I took. I took my CanFit summer of first year. But like I didn't really apply to work at gyms. I didn't start promoting. I just took it just so I can just take it. I didn't actually get into like working as a PT yet. Then I went to a music video and I met this girl. She was like, oh my god, you look so good. Can you train me? Her and her friend. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually a certified trainer. I just don't do it yet. But you give me my first client. I'm like, okay, I'll train you. And I just started training her. I would post videos of me training her on like my story, and people would be like, train me too. And I'm like, you okay? Sure. So I'm like,
wait, at this point, were you charging them or not?
I was, but it was like $20 an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, it was. I think my first client, it was her and her friend
together
from the video, and I think it was $15 per person.
Oh, okay.
Per session.
Oh, that's
so I was
good.
charging, but it was very little, but I was still charging. For me, it was just more. This is fun. Sure, I guess.
I was like,
just do this.
You got into it by a mistake, I guess you call it.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it was perfect timing. And then, like with time, I just started training more people. It was still quite, cheap. Okay. And then I just started training more people, like through posting my clients on my story. I would get more people saying, train me. So I would just post more, and I just said, this is actually a job. So let me just do it more full time now. And I just started doing it more, I guess, on a grander scale. Now it's just all I do, right? But not all I do, but now it's like a big part of what I do.
The main thing you really focus. Okay, cool. So You said you went full time with it, right?
Yeah.
When would you say you transitioned into it?
Full time.
Yeah. When did you kind of realize, okay, I probably want to take this serious?
I feel like I take whatever I do seriously. So even though I wasn't charging them seriously,
right,
I took it as, well, you're still new, you're a beginner, so just charge as a beginner. And then as you gain experience, you can increase your prices.
Right.
But I still took it seriously when I first started. I was like, this is it was serious to me. But when I took it full time, I would say it was after I was done my undergrad. And that was actually last year. Right. Technically, I was done last year. So when I was done that, I'm like, well, I have to start working now. So I'm like, well, I already kind of have a job. So I'm just going to do my job, just, PT, but just do it more full time. Okay. So that's when I started training clients more full time. And I started taking my online store more full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at first, you didn't really see it as a business. It was more so okay, I'm not saying business, but it was almost a hobby that you get paid for. Yeah,
I feel like I've never been a money person. I haven't ever really cared for money like that. Okay. So when I was training my clients before, I didn't see it as a business, technically, but I saw it as a job.
Okay.
I saw it as, well, I want a part-time job right now, and I don't have a part-time job, so I can just do this as a job.
Okay.
But I didn't see it so grand back then, if that makes sense. It was just more something to do for now as a part-time job while I was being in university, while I was being in school, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah. How did you even balance then?
You know what?
Balance with school life and
I even feel like it was easier to balance it when I was in school than right now. I know. I know. I feel like when you're in school and you actually do not have time. Because I actually I had so many jobs. Because I actually had a job at Moose Knuckle at one point when I was in school. Actually, yeah, for a period of time, actually. I worked at Moose Knuckle.
And you
plus PT, and I had also my meal prep service that I also did.
Oh, a meal prep?
Meal prep service that I did.
I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago for maybe a year and a bit. So I was doing Moose Knuckle, personal training, and I was in school full time. But I think when you know what? I'm a firm believer of we have time.
As in in a day?
As in a day.
Okay.
I feel because if I don't know how I did it, man. God is good. Because I feel how was I able to balance all three things and get them all done? And it wasn't easy, but it was easier then than now. But I think since I have more time now, I don't use my time as wisely. Because before, for example, I'm done school at 3 p.m. So at 2 p.m. I have Moose Knuckle, maybe from 3 to 9 or whatever. Or I would have maybe clients in the morning, or say on days where I have Moose Knuckle, I wouldn't do clients. I would do maybe say content on that day. Or I would maybe do a meal prep that evening after work. I would stay up and do some meal preps for my client the next day type of thing. I still made time because I had no time, so I had to make time.
Then this is while you're in university.
That's why I was in university.
That's crazy because I think it's the most opposite for most people. They feel like they don't have enough.
But I feel like you feel like that until you're done. Because I thought when I was done, so I'm gonna have so much time to do so much more. No, I don't think I have even one more second than I did when I was in school. No.
But do you think it's because you now you focus on it more, or is it that?
I think it's because I was better at managing my time when I was in school than now.
How does that work? Because thinking about it logically, you'd think that if you say for example you go to leave school, it would be more time conscious now.
Yeah, I think it's because I work well under pressure. Even though I think I work well under pressure in the sense of I'll get the job done. I panic under pressure, but I get the job done. Okay. But I think when I was in school, I was always frantic. I was always all
over the place.
I was but I got the job done.
Okay.
I think now that there's no real pressure anymore because now it's my own business. You know what I mean? Now I just work full time. It's just me. It's just my business. Right. I can do whatever I want. I can have my own schedule. So I'm not as strict on myself. So, when I was in school, I had to go to school for attendance. You need to be there. Moose Knuckle, I had to go because that's a job. And I actually love my job at Moose Knuckle, so I had to go. Meal preps, they need to eat, so I have to make the food. So it had to be done. My clients, for me, your appointment, your time is valuable to me. Right. So I'm gonna show up, even if it's 6 a.m. I used to have 6 a.m. clients, and then I would have work
by choice.
By choice, yeah. I have maybe even 5 a.m. clients, and I'll have work like I'll have school in the morning, in the afternoon, moose knuckle after, come home and cook after. But because it was more like strict. Like it was more like out of my control in a sense, so it had to be strict and it had to be done. Right. Whilst now I'm a full-time, self-employed, so it's I'm not as harsh on myself. Okay, I'm more whatever. I'll get done tomorrow if I want to. I'll do whatever when I have time. Like I'm not as get it done. As I
do you think that's hindering you, like hindering your business?
Yeah, I think and if I'm being honest, I feel like it definitely is. I feel like that's kind of why I'm trying to go back to school, to be honest.
So it can help you?
That's not entirely why I want to go back to school. But
obviously, I would hope not.
No. Oh my God, I'm not paying all this money for school just so I can be focused.
I hope not.
It's not even the main reason why. But I think going back to school will help me actually do better in my business. Because I feel like if I have no time, I will make my time that I have work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Sense. Did you have a desire? Because I know that there's one thing to like start going to the gym and whatnot, like start taking care of yourself, like health wise, but there's another thing to go to school for it.
Right.
Because you went to school for what?
Kinesiology and health science, and I had a psychology minor.
Did you think like there's a correlation as to like me? Because you said you started going to the gym like middle school?
When I was high school. I was like 15,
Yeah, high school. Do you think that kind of like gave you like the passion to go into school for it or not? I don't know. I don't think I went to school because of my passion for fitness and for exercising. Okay. I think I went to school for kin because that was what I felt like I would make the most out of everything. Everything? Yeah. Was like a breakdown type. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not good at math, so I know I could not do anything math related. Right. I'm not good at English. I don't like writing and reading. Well, I mean, I love reading now, but back then I hated reading. So who doesn't? So I was like, I can't do anything that's reading related or math related. I was good at science, so I'm like, it has to be something that's science related. And I'm like, I don't like no biology major, so I'm like, kin sounds like something I would like. I'm like, health science sounds like something I would like, so I went into like the kin and health science because I felt like I don't know where else I could go. You know what I mean?
Smartest thing you could do.
Exactly. Okay, and also I was thinking about going into physio after school.
Physiotherapy?
Yeah. So it was like, it made sense.
All right. Yeah. Now that we've got her whole career side and everything, I hope you guys are taking like notes because these are things that you can take and like apply to your life and whatnot. But I want to get into like right now you're into fitness. What is probably like the most challenging part of being in fitness? Yeah. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Yes. So the scenario, like what like drives you to go to the gym and like pick up literally pick up metal?
I think for me it's the health aspect of what it's doing for me, not now, but like long term. Sorry. Okay. Obviously, it doesn't hurt that like you look good to you. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like that. That's a bonus. Like my aesthetics is a factor of why I do what I do. But I think for me, it's just more the fact that I am taking care of myself for the future. If that makes sense, it's just more. And I feel like for me, it's like it's your life, it's your health. You only have one. Take care of it. And if you don't take care of it, it will deteriorate. So it's like make sure you do what you have to do to take care of it. That's for me. Like I think that's my biggest motivator. And honestly, I actually enjoy working out. Like I enjoy just like being active. I should say maybe not working out per se all the time, but like just like doing something, moving. I enjoy. Okay. So, yeah. So that's one of the biggest factors. Yeah. Basically your health. And the aesthetics. The health for sure is the most important factor. And the aesthetics is like the most driving factor. Yeah. Okay. Of course, it's, what I'm doing. Is there like a reason why you think it's health, or is it you just like don't want to take the risk? Because I know some people like, or at least maybe somebody who's watching it, like they see stuff and it kind of has an effect on them. So for example, maybe you saw like somebody's health. It's a reason why maybe they had passed or something like that, and that's what kind of drove you into starting this and whatnot. Yeah, I feel like obviously being like health science like major graduate now, you can like I've learned so much about the body. I've learned so much about illness, about diseases. I've had a lot of clients that had like a lot of like, that have or had, like a lot of like underlying health conditions. I read a lot and I watch a lot of videos, like a lot of videos. So I learn a lot and I see like people are not very healthy. And it's really I really get it. No, but I feel like we could fix it for the most part by just doing something on our part. Just walk, be active. So I feel like seeing how eating bad, how a lack of of activity has affected people maybe around me, so maybe my clientele or like just like in the media or just in like the stadium and stuff in general. I should say it's like I don't want to be there. I want to do my part to preserve my health and leave the rest to God. You know what I mean?
That's powerful. Like, the way I see health, like I don't think I see it as severe as you probably do. Yeah. Because I don't know. I guess having had that. It's real. Get your stuff together. Like, my goal left, right? So I think I needed not just me personally, like probably somebody watching right now. Like they don't have the urge. Like this is not there.
It's not. Like, it's not urgent. There's no sense of urgency.
Yeah, you have that. I guess you kind of just built that urgency. Like okay, I need to take care of my health now. So later on in life I can enjoy. Plus you have that passion for it. But I guess for most people it's not. They don't see it as that. Because
even earlier I was telling you how I feel like people do not see the need because they don't understand the actual benefits of exercising. Like it's like, well, it'll make me healthy. Like that is all they know. Like I think healthy is so vague, and people don't understand how it actually benefits them to move, to be active.
Okay, so let's get into that. Can you like give us a little? I'm not saying break down every benefit of the gym, but like give us a little, like a few, I guess a few benefits that are like the most major, apart from obviously you being healthy as in like
feeling good.
Feeling like along those lines. What are a few benefits that you would tell somebody to kind of encourage them to start?
I think what really opened my eyes to the importance of physical activity was when I read the stats that says that the number one killer, like, of like people in the Western world is cardiovascular disease. And that's basically like heart attack, angina, like things like of that sort.
So stuff to do with the heart.
And that's a result of like your arteries being clogged with too much fat.
Right.
Which is easily fixed by just being active, and moving and eating properly. For me, it was like, wait a minute, this is killing more people. So basically, inactivity is killing more people than anything else in this world. In this Western world.
That actually sounds crazy.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, actually sounds wild.
Just half an hour of walking a day could change that. You know what I mean? Even every other day, that it could change that. So for me, it was like, damn, like you could actually prolong your life.
That's a good walk.
And you could actually also shorten your life dramatically by simply not walking. You know what I mean? Like,
the vice versa is so crazy.
The thing is, people, I think, focus on it more as, even if I'm bigger, I look good, who cares? But it's not about your aesthetics, it's about your actual health. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize that, like, right now you might not have kids, but, like, you're going to grow and have kids, and you want to actually be able to live to see them live. Kids, you want to be healthy, enough to, help them out to, as they're growing up. And I think once we tap into that aspect of, I want to be able to live, and not just live, but to be comfortable. Like, I want to be able to, go up the stairs and not feel like my heart is, and
beat it, 100%.
This is real talk. Like people, actually be feeling like
100%.
the stairs, it's happening. Yeah, and just like you're just happier too when you work out. Like there are a lot of like it's just like I just feel like if we could see it more from like that frame, from like that, it like
motivate us more.
We'd be more motivated to say, let me go for a walk.
Well, that's true. What I mean? The thing I'm not one to look into a lot of health stuff, but since knowing, I feel like since I've gone to like a circle of people, these people are health tech. Even my brother, he's taking his health super serious right now. But to me, it's like being around these people is even a motivation in itself, right? Because you see what they're doing, and you're just standing there, like you're like, ooh, like I'm not as healthy, but obviously the idea is to get there, right? Yeah. Because I was looking at her research, right? I don't know why I was looking at this research.
Yeah, it's important to look at research, though.
But
Oh, crazy.
It was essentially talking about how like most people feel discouraged to essentially go to the gym because or like work their self out because of looking at others. It makes no sense to me.
Like at the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like let's say I'm not saying this, but like let's say I was bigger.
Yeah.
Right? And I go to the gym now, I'm working out, I see people who are just toned, walking around, looking absolutely like shredded. Mm-hmm. In my head is like, is it even possible for me to get there?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The idea of like, I don't know if this is like feasible for me, I guess you could say. I think that is also like a big part of why people don't go to gym.
And that goes to say a lot about the aesthetics part I was talking about. Because they're so focused on can I ever look like that person instead of focusing on can I actually become healthier? Or I should focus on becoming healthier. Because you probably wouldn't. Or, I mean, you can if you you go at it for all those years that person has been going at it for. It's only your week one. You cannot even start comparing to someone who's been doing it for 8 years. So that comparison is the issue. Right. And you shouldn't even be comparing to someone's physical health because someone can be jacked and destroyed on the inside, be so unhealthy on the inside. So for me, it's like I get that because like we all compare to an extent. Like we all look at me like, damn, like that girl's body is big. Can I ever like give a bone to that? Her bone size? Like I do it. I'm like, damn, like this is some more hip thrust. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fair. But it's like if that was my only motivation to work, I would have quit a long time ago. Because aesthetics can never like motivate you long term like that enough. You know?
Think so?
No, I don't. You know what? Let me not make it so general. I think for most people, I can say that aesthetics will never be what will like keep you going the whole time. Because also like if you're like very, very big, for example, before you start, it'll take a while for you to get to like that aesthetic that you're looking at. So if that's like your goal, I mean, it's possible to of course like to stay motivated, but most people who do it for that reason will quit halfway through. Those who are like, damn, like I was told at the hospital that I have high blood pressure, I have diabetes. Those people are the ones that normally stick through to the end. Those who are looking like, I want to look like that.
This is a health thing.
Life and death. It's life and death.
That makes sense.
When you look at it more like, I want to look like that person.
Rather than,
it's more like, you could probably still do it. Some people still do it, you know? But like most people, they won't see it through. Right. That's the thing. Like they'll start, but like they won't get to the end, you know?
That's fair. Okay, so now, like, from what I'm such a lot of proof, like, from what I'm hearing, I'm such a lot of proof. It's because I'm hearing, like, fitness, like, I guess, aesthetically speaking, and your health has, I'm not going to say zero kind of, like, connection, but it's, like, the connection between your fit, like, the way you look, your aesthetic, and your actual health is not necessarily something that's correlated. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Not all the time. No, someone can appear healthy, so someone can appear slim and be very.
How does that work?
Good question. No, so I'm not sure how it works in terms of like how they don't look big on the outside, but I actually know someone that looks like their normal weight, but their arteries are like partially clogged. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. And that happens actually a lot. You know, like someone can look like me, can look like you, and then still be like unhealthy. Not even unhealthy in the sense of maybe body fat percentage. Unhealthy in the sense of maybe having diseases that came from maybe eating excess sugar. You know what I mean? Like unhealthy in the sense of maybe even just being depressed because your food and what you eat can also affect like your mood and your hormones and things like that. You know, unhealthy in the sense of they might look skinny and fit. Maybe they don't sleep enough, so now they have all this stress hormone going everywhere, all this issues going on in your life now because of like stuff they're eating and like, you know, and maybe how they sleep and things like that. So you can look like you're healthy, like because I think society sees health and size as the same thing. So in the same boat, you can also be overweight, like or appear. Well, you can be overweight and then be healthy. Your arteries are fine. Like you don't have blood pressure, you don't have diabetes, you're fine. But I think obviously at that point, your chances of actually getting to that point is higher. So you should probably not want to stay there. Like you should want to actually decrease that body fat. Because you can still be bigger and healthy. However, your chances of like going from healthy to unhealthy is very quick. So you don't want to stay there. Like you always want to like come down. So size and health and all.
Better you look the most likely, the better your inside body, right?
Right.
Because like going to the gym to me is like you're working your muscles.
Yeah.
Your heart's beating. These things are usually good, right? Mm-hmm. But do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about it in the sense of someone that's working out.
Okay, you're talking about somebody who's just
someone who appears fit on the outside, but they're not active.
Okay.
I mean, you can still be an active gym goer, appear fit, and be unhealthy. That's why I'm really big on you need to do your best in the gym and out of the gym. So like through your diet to stay healthy. But ultimately, your health comes down to God. For real. Like I always say thank you God for my health, and it's not a result it's not a direct result of my hard work in the gym and my eating properly. This is grace. This is favor. Let me be real, because I know people who work out way more than I do, people who eat better than I do, and who still have underlying health conditions. You know what I mean? But of course, like the chances of not having underlying health conditions are reduced when you're actually active and you eat properly. But you can still be active and eat properly and still have underlying. Okay. More favor, more grace. Because
you're in that It's okay. So now I'm like going to a little bit of the, I don't want to say political side, but like social justice and all of that stuff. So it's gonna get a little bit hectic here.
Ooh, okay.
Stick with us. Okay. You know as much as I do what's happening. Everybody's what is it? Size doesn't matter.
Body positivity.
Body positivity. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Not you ringing this.
I want to hear your.
Woo, I'm scared. I'm about to get canceled.
It's okay. I'm here for it. I'm about to get canceled too. But our listeners we move. Anyways, what is your, first of all, if you want to explain to those that don't know
what body positivity is,
the whole movement is.
Yeah. So body positivity is a movement that was started to encourage women of all sizes to feel happy and beautiful and comfortable in their skin. And I think that was great because 100% that initial motivation to start this movement was beautiful. I think that's important. I always say this: size and beauty are not correlated.
Right.
I've seen absolutely gorgeous plus size women, and I've seen absolutely gorgeous normal BMI sized women. Right. You know what I mean? So there's no you can be beautiful and be overweight. Like there's no real correlation. So I thought that movement was quite but I understand why, because people don't see like that in society. Right. So having that movement to encourage bigger women to feel comfortable in their skin, I think was very beautiful. Right. So that's what like that movement was about. Yeah, to answer that question.
Okay.
Before I say too much.
Okay, so now what's your opinion on it now?
Yeah.
Because I feel like the movement of that whole movement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak, but this is just my opinion on how I see it. I feel like it's lost its meaning.
The core, like
the core, definition of why they the core movement. I think they lost it, and now it's just telling everybody you're okay the way you are.
Yeah.
And 100% you're okay the way you are, but I think there should be some sort of I guess you could say like something that pushes you to say, all right, like I'm okay the way I am, but I should probably like think about getting better. Yeah. Right? So what's your opinion of this, the movement now?
I think it all comes down again to aesthetics. People have basically, it said, if you want to lose weight, then you're fat phobic. Because you should be happy the way you are. I'm like, what do you mean fat phobic for wanting to become healthier? Where did they get this? What? And then I saw like another one, because I wasn't as fat phobic on TikTok, realm. And there was one that's like, fat phobia, it's rooted in racism. I'm just like,
in racism?
Racism, yeah. And then if someone is actually in the body positivity group, or like, and then they lose weight, they are now shunned.
For losing weight?
Yeah. How? Yeah. Okay, and I'm not speaking for everybody in that movement, of course, but I've literally seen people call people who lose weight fat phobic in that community. I'll send you a link actually, so you can actually watch it for yourself as well. But it was quite surprising. But here's the thing: I think it's really important to be happy and love yourself at every single stage in your life, 100%. Like, it doesn't matter if you're 200 pounds overweight.
Right.
You need to still love yourself at 200 pounds overweight, and vice versa. Like, if you're 100 pounds underweight, you need to still love yourself at that point. I don't think you should. You should strive to be happy at every single stage of your life. You know what I mean? However, to promote people to stay that way because you're beautiful I think that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, like, you should be happy in your skin when you're there, but nobody should promote you to stay there. You should never be encouraged to stay unhealthy. You should never be encouraged to stay at a place where your risk of dying, your risk of developing illnesses and sicknesses and diseases is higher. You should never be encouraged to accept that as normal.
Right.
And I think that's kind of where the body positivity movement is going. It's going towards not just embracing yourself, in all shapes. It's now more fat affirming, or like it's more towards being so happy with your overweightness that you just want to keep it. Like, you have no desire to become healthier. You want to just keep it. Like, you want to just, keep the weight, and like, you don't want to lose it. Like, you don't want to actually strive to become healthier because you're beautiful. Of course you're beautiful, but you need to also be healthy. Right. Nobody's talking about your beauty. You know what I mean? Right. Maybe somebody is, to be honest. This world is crazy. Well, we're not. No. I think you're beautiful. We're not. I know. Like, you're beautiful, but you need to also work on becoming healthier, and
I mean, and to me that makes sense, because like, we're talking about you have to love yourself literally every point in your life. Right? Yeah. To me, logically speaking, if I love myself, I want to take care of myself, right? Like, I'm not gonna be unhealthy and say, like, I love myself. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I love something, I'm gonna take care of that thing. And if I love my body as much as I love, like, I'm not playing games. Obviously, you get better in games. Yeah. You want your body to also get better, right? So to me, it's like, and I think that's one of the big reasons why I'm starting to take care of my health now. Is because I know I love myself enough to not want to see myself in the future. Like, barely being able to get up without fainting. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to that point where, like when I have kids, I can't play games. Like,
you can't be active with them, right?
Something I could have taken care of simply by, whether it's walking or whatever. Like, I could have taken care of 20 years ago. Right. And it didn't even have to take me that much. Right. Now, at whatever age I have kids, I have to now, like, push myself the extra mile. Just to me, that makes no sense.
And I think it's so weird because I feel like loving yourself is also acknowledging that I'm at a very unhealthy weight. Right. So let me love myself enough to burn that fat and become healthier. Literally. Not saying I'm gonna love myself so I have no desire to become healthier because I want to stay at this weight because I love myself here. I think that's very backwards thinking. You know what I mean? Like, there's no progression in that. Very stagnant. Yeah.
I think a lot of people can relate to that too. Yeah. I'm pretty sure at least. So I think the first step to and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first step to actually, like, taking a step to bettering yourself, whether it's for aesthetics or health-wise, whatever it may be, right? I think the first step to doing so is actually learning to love yourself too, right? So I think like loving yourself properly. Yeah. I think people just throw the word love. Yeah, love is too first. Like, love is just meaningless. Yeah, like, I just want
used in a very meaningless sense.
Yeah. Like, to me, because to me, loving somebody is correcting somebody too, right? Right. And once again, I'm not saying I'm God here, I can tell you what not to do. Yeah. But if I see that you're going down the wrong path, I love you enough to tell you,
like, hey,
fix yourself a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a very dangerous road you're going down. Yeah. Right? But yeah, so, like, because I know the whole reason why this movement is kind of like, it seems like people are attacking it. I don't think it's necessarily people attacking it. Obviously, not speaking for everyone, but I think it's more so trying to tell people that, like, we love you enough to tell you, like, bro, fix yourself, right? And I think they're just taking that in the wrong way. They're taking that very
as an attack. Like someone's coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are.
Some people actually are. Some people are, you know what though, and that's the thing. There are people who come for you even at like normal size.
Literally.
You know, like normal BMI size.
Yeah.
People come for you at any size. So people will come for you regardless. Because someone can be normal size and then a man can be like, or a woman, someone can be like, I like women thicker, and then shame the one, you know, the woman that looks, you know, that was thinner. Someone can be bigger, and then a man will be like, I like my woman normal BMI size. You know, right. And then people will shame you at every size. That's why that shouldn't be what you're focusing on. Focus more on I want to be healthy. Because if you shame me, I'm at a healthy, you know, weight. It's like, okay, I'm healthy. What do you want me to do? You want me to gain more weight? You want me to become anorexic? You want me to become unhealthier? Like, you know what I mean? So
probably not think too much about people's opinion.
Obviously, it's hard. Like in theory, it's like so simple. Like it's so much easier said than done. But that shouldn't stop you from striving for that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So then, now we've kind of like dived into struggling.
Yeah.
Lot, right.
Yeah.
So obviously, you being a fitness trainer, what are like some? I know there's a hella stereotypical thoughts in that. I guess in that field. You getting into, have you had any sort of, I guess, hate or like some kind of like aggression to you being a female in that?
Like from like a man being aggressive. You know what's funny? I always say that men respect me in the gym. Like I always say this. I have never. Well, okay. I've never felt. Okay, let me elaborate. I feel like when I'm in the gym, I think I'm a very strong woman. When I'm in the gym and I have a very strong physique. So because of that, when I'm in the gym, men look at me like, oh shoot, her legs are huge, and then they'll come to me and be like, you look like. What's your leg day routine? Like they will actually come and ask me. Like I get that very often. Or like they'll see me in the gym and like they're not gonna look at me as inferior because like one of them I have bigger legs than them. When I look like I'm lifting a lot of weight. And like in a way they're like, oh shoot, like this girl's actually can actually lift. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've always felt respected by men in the gym. But of course, like there are some men that will maybe try and come and correct my form. But I'll be like, oh, I'm actually doing a different variation of this movement. So my form is still right. So thank you though. But I think it's coming from a place of like, I want to help her or whatever. Right. But like to them, but I'm like, I get where you're coming from. But like also I know what I'm doing. You know, so that's like, that happens a couple times actually. That happened a couple times with me and my clients where like a guy will come and try and correct us. And I'm like, I'm a trainer. Yeah. And she's doing a different variation to work this muscle group instead of that muscle group. And they'll be like, oh.
How does it make you feel like that though? Because
that's only
fact, like if it was another guy that was doing that,
you probably wouldn't.
Probably the chances of them coming to him was very low.
The thing is, they probably would. Like I don't like to assume that if it was a man, they wouldn't. Okay. Because like there is the chance that if it was a man, they would still be like, hey bro, like you know, fix up more. Yeah, I take it as either they're just trying to like get in communication with me, or get in communication with my client. I just or just genuinely I want to help you. I didn't see that as condescending. Okay. You know, like actually, like I had a client once say, if you were a man, he wouldn't do that actually. And to me, I'm like, not really, because I've actually seen men do that to men too at the gym. Okay. And even me myself, I've seen a woman and helped a woman at the gym before with her form multiple times. So I think there's good intentions behind that. And I think you can tell from like a man's demeanor and how they do it if they're trying to help you or just being condescending, you know what I mean? But I think for the most part, I haven't felt like it was trying to put you down because I'm a man and you're a woman and I'm better than you type of thing. I've seen it as I want to talk to you or I want to help you type of thing.
And this is just with you personally? Like,
with me. Oh no, I wouldn't generalize that. I think men for sure can look at a woman and be like and feel inferior and then try and like and feel superior and try and like make her feel lesser than for sure. But I haven't personally like experienced that really, no.
Okay. So I mean, have you seen it? I know by seeing it, I mean like have you noticed that there's kind of like a discrimination?
Yeah.
That, or sexism. I'm not necessarily sure how to categorize.
I feel like I'm the wrong person for this. So I feel like I'm the wrong person for this sexism conversation. Yeah. But I actually once saw a video on TikTok of this girl that was doing a hip thrust, and a man tried to like force a mat under her bum. Yeah, to like help her be comfortable. Yeah. The intention was nice. Obviously, he's trying to like holler at the girl, but like that was nobody asked you to do that. I wouldn't call that sexist, but I think he just took it as let me just go help her. But then you're doing too much. I thought that was a nice gesture, but it's an example of a man doing like a man overstepping technically, in the gym. But no, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think, I can't sit here and say that like there's no sexism at all in this industry, and that like there's no men that are looking at women thinking, you know what? I think if there is sexism, it's, at least in my view of how I see things, it's more in the sense of a woman shouldn't have so much muscle. Yes. More in the sense of, a woman should not be lifting so heavy. Yeah. That I've experienced a lot over the years. I
was wondering against her before after, but I feel like you look very athletic. Let me say it like that. You look very like fit. Let me say it like that, right? Do you get the sense that some guys or whatnot look at you differently because, or did they look at you with some sort of like look because you're so like fit?
I wouldn't say a physical look for sure, like as in like they're not staring at me like no, like not like physically. But I've had multiple men, like I think more towards like my early stages of my fitness career, be like, oh, your legs are too big. They're bigger than my legs. Oh, like don't lift too much, in your upper body. Don't look too bulky. Even my mom, to be honest. Sorry, mom. Like she was very much like, Lois, you're a woman. You should not be lifting so much weight. Now she's like asking, how's the gym going? Like she's so supportive now. But I take that as a lack of education and understanding of like what I was doing. Now she's fully accepting of what I do. But back to the men. I have had men, comment on like maybe me having too much muscle or being like maybe lift less, maybe like do so like I've had that for sure. Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Because to me, if a female were to come to me and say you look very feminine or you look like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be pissed. Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking I'm normal. This is like, it doesn't change, I guess, my masculinity but I guess
they could make you feel like it should change your masculinity in a sense,
because some girls, they just generally like how it looks on them. Like, it's not like they're doing it to look like they're jacked or something. You know what I mean?
Some girls actually are though, but that's fine. Like, that's your aesthetic. You go, girl, you're healthy, fine. I don't. I think personally, okay. I was very offended by that when I was younger, and I feel like the effect of that still lingers. If that makes sense. Because I remember like I had a phase where I'm like, I want to get bigger in the sense of like just have more body fat. Right. I felt like I was too lean. Yeah, I feel like because I feel like all the comments I was getting about me being like so shredded and stuff. I felt like, okay, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I do look too masculine. So I had a phase where I just was just, I'm just gonna eat whatever and still work out, and then just become more loose, more fatty, and not and not look as lean. And I feel like maybe that's even kind of why I'm in a place right now where like I don't really care to be lean. Like I'm comfortable just having a more body fat on me, and I'm not sure if that's genuinely because that's what I like, or if it's because of like the trauma of like the things that I've heard growing up. I feel like it's just what I like now. I think I just like a more I don't even think I'm like that. I'm not that bulky. And I feel like personally, like I was saying earlier, like I like more the aesthetic more of like just having more body weight on my lower body, not being as thick on my upper body. Because I'm 5'2". I'm a very small girl. So I like this aesthetic better.
All the 5'2" people.
5'2" gang, Sure. But like, that's what I like now. But I know that I had a phase where I was intentionally trying to put on more weight, and I would stop doing like heavy legs because I wanted to cause I didn't want to bulk. So I just stopped doing heavy legs so I wouldn't put on too much like weight in my legs. So like that for sure affected me and my confidence a lot growing up. I feel like I don't get those comments anymore now. I don't think I have in the last maybe like 2 years, 3 years. I've been working out for almost 10 years now. 10 years. Almost in a month. Actually, I think 10 years because I started June. Yeah, probably 10 years.
Dang.
Wow, 10 years. Wow, 10 years. No.
Let's give her an applause. No, that's impressive.
No. But I think that the first 7 years, maybe 6 years, was like more where like I was affected by comments. But I don't think I don't really get any negative comments.
You probably just tuned it out, to be honest.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't think nobody has, because before it was very blatant. It wasn't like low key. It was like, wow, you have so much muscle, or you're like so bulky for a woman. It was very blatant. It wasn't like subtle. Now, exactly. Right. Or said behind my back, but like to my face, or like even in my comments and stuff, I haven't received anything negative from men. No. Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're holding your mouth.
Yeah, like. Why are you commenting on my body?
Anyways, is there anything that you think like you want to be, like you want to, I guess, notify everybody that's watching?
Yeah.
To help them get into fitness and everything, or it's like to motivate them, like something like if you were watching this, you'd want to like hear.
Right. I guess it's just the fact that I feel like we make it look like it's so hard on Instagram. Like when you see all these influencers jumping up above cars, lifting weights above their head.
Have you seen the video of the guy who has the
bicycle bike and the bike and then doing I've seen all of them.
I saw that. So I don't want to go gym anymore. So you guys can keep it.
Like seeing that kind of stuff can be discouraging. I mean, it's just humor. Yeah. But like it's so like, damn, I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Well, he's taking equipment we want to use.
And he's curling it. In the air on a bike. Like.
Nobody's trying to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we make it look like you have to do so much.
Yeah.
Like when even me, like I'm a villain in this situation. Like I be doing the most in the gym, and I have.
You're a villain.
I'm a villain. I have comments from people who be like, "Oh my gosh, like you even feel tired? I could never do that." And for me, it's like you don't have to do too much. You can literally go for a walk, 30 minutes, 4 times a week, and you're good. Like, or go to the gym if you're a gym goer. Go on the bike for 30 minutes. Go on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Go on the bike for 20 minutes and then lift some weights for 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be so complicated.
Right.
So I think for everyone, for anybody watching this video who might be struggling with like, being consistent in the gym on their weight and things like that and their health, just take it one day at a time and do not do too much. Just start with half an hour every other day, just some kind of like physical activity. It could be anything, and then just go from there. Like, and then if you want to add more to it, add more with time. Like, add more progressively. Don't do so much, at first. Just take your time, and ease into it.
Well, you guys heard that, because I'm definitely gonna start doing that, because
it's important.
All these picking up stuff and
the bicycles.
It's too much. So I'm definitely gonna take that risk. I hope everybody who's listening actually takes their health a little bit more serious.
I really hope so too.
Because this is it's an eye opener, to be honest.
It is. Yeah.
It's an eye opener. So I think everybody should get on their healthy game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll wrap it off here. Please give them all your social media.
Jeez, that's so many. I literally have like 10 pages. But my Instagram is Lois Akurang. That's LOISAKURANG. My other Instagram for a new project I'm actually working on right now, it's called Busy Girl Workout. The Instagram is actually Busy Girl Workout. So follow us on there as well. My website is shesfitness.com, and you can find more about my personal training and stuff, and my meal guides and all that stuff on there. And I have my Get Fit with Lois page where I just like show like how I train my clients and stuff on there.
Please, I hope you guys. I'm gonna put all of the.
And my She's Fitness page too. Make sure you add that one. I have a lot of pages. Sorry, guys.
I'll put all of them down. Please, guys, go check her out, because she is gonna motivate you like crazy to take care of yourself. To be honest,
I'll try.
And if any of you guys actually wanna, sign up for
personal training or programming,
be quick to do so, because she gets booked pretty. She's a busy girl.
I'm a busy girl. I'm a busy girl.
She made her business on it. She's a busy girl, so please.
I'm a busy girl. Busy girl workout.
Please, guys, all of you, book her. She actually has a project coming up.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be. I don't know when exactly. There's no date for it right now, but
it's on July 25th. It's launching on July 25th.
July 25th.
And it's a workout program, and it's a workout platform for all my busy women.
Right.
So if you're a busy woman, a busy woman who has like maybe 20 minutes a day to work out, or maybe 30 minutes, an hour even, I have programs for you on there and things like that. So yeah, that launches on July 25th. So
please put that on your date and make sure you grab that. Other than that, we'll be signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Listen to it 4 to 5 times because there's so much jams in there. There's a lot of jams in there. So please, that'll be it. You guys have a great day and stay blessed.
bye.
Bye. That was fantastic.
Gang business, yeah?
That was great.
Oh, I was nervous.